Happy Monday, y'all. Welcome to Monday Moves. We're excited to be here again tonight. Jess Kalmeyer will be on in a few minutes. She's putting babies to bed. This week we are talking to you guys about I can't talk tonight, subscriptions. The different subscriptions Scentsy offers, the different subscriptions you can offer. The options are just kind of endless with that kind of stuff. So one of the things that I wanted to just quickly talk to you guys about is just an overview of the 3 different subscriptions that Scentsy offers. And these guys have a bunch of different things that they want to talk to you guys about within those. So we have the warmer and scent of the month. We have our PWS subscriptions, and we have Scentsy Club. That's also a subscription that you can use that Scentsy has to offer. And these are all great tools to utilize in your business. If you are, if you don't have a PWS subscription, you are not sponsoring people. And we all know that sponsoring people is the money for the longevity of your business. The subscriptions for warmer and scent of the month are just good business building tools. And then of course, Scentsy Club is just, it's awesome. So I am going to let somebody else take over and talk to y'all about how they utilize subscriptions in their business. Who's up first? JC, you're not on mute, so you go ahead. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Let me get in my office real quick. Hey guys, happy, I don't know, what is today, Wednesday? Jesus. Wait, it's Monday. Dear God. Anyways, can you guys still hear me?
Yeah, you're good, Jace.
Okay. So, I hope that you guys didn't hear the first part of me saying happy Wednesday, because it's 100% Monday. Anyways, something I feel like I do really, really well with in my business is taking advantage of a subscription that Scentsy now runs and offers, and how I am able to bank on high PRV every single month is utilizing Scentsy Club. Now, first and foremost, and I'm not going to make this like crazy long because I feel like I could talk forever about it. And if you are a director under me, you know that I preach the hell out of Scentsy Club. But first and foremost, you guys, if you are not utilizing Scentsy Club yourself, there's your first problem. You have got to have your own subscription, for one, and for two, go live and share your subscription, whether it's on your stories, whether it is in your VIP group or on your Facebook page. Now, this box or this bag is literally my club that came today, and I cannot wait to jump hands in sharing all of this stuff with like my stories, my VIP, whatever. I mean, Little Mermaid, strawberry and rockamelon, things that you can't get anymore unless you add it to your club. So for me, I am a person who does 98% deliveries. So what that means for me in my business is that I have a shit ton of local customers that send me their orders, know that I put in $500 parties at a time, and I don't charge them shipping, as I'm not paying shipping. And I either deliver their orders if they're in a certain point to me, or they pick their orders up. So within that 95, 98%, I am a high PRV, and I'm not saying this to brag by no means, but just to tell you what that looks like to me. I am straight your UPS man. Like, I'm not lying. Couple times a week, especially in the fall and winter, I am out delivering. Last week, there was 4 days. And when I say 4 days, I mean, I literally on Monday got a package, I delivered it Tuesday. Tuesday, I got a package, I delivered it Wednesday. Wednesday, I got a package, I delivered it Thursday, Friday. Like, that's how my business runs as a high PRVer. And when I say high PRV, I mean like your 3, 4+ mark. So when Scentsy Club came out, I was like, you know, it's awesome. There's so many great perks. If you don't know, some of the main perks is your 10% off discount when you hit 30, and your half price item when you hit 60. So for me, I was like, all right, my people get free shipping, and my people don't, like, my people can combine and save. And I'm like, how in the hell am I going to get these people to subscribe to Club, potentially pay more because you're not able to combine and save, but you do get a 10% off discount? I'm like, I have got to like do something extraordinary to make them feel valued, that they want in this club. So I guess it would be like over the past year or so, I've really, really, really built my Scentsy Club up to where they want to be a part of it. And I think it has a lot to do with strategic marketing. I think it has a lot to do with planning things out. And it's sometimes by the seat of my pants, but I always am thinking about Scentsy Club. I am such a visual person that I literally, and I will take you guys upstairs just because this is huge to my brain. And if I can see things, I tend to do things better. I have a thing in my office where I literally lay stuff out, and my club, so clubs run, we're in August, so the beginning of August throughout the first couple weeks, the whole month, right? So I look at my clubs and I write them down on a piece of paper, their name and when they're supposed to be ran. Okay. So total right now, I have 30 subscribers. Each month varies from like 10 to like 17. So last month I had 18, this month I have 13, and next month I have 15. So in July, I was able to do $747 in PRV. So far in August, I've done $440, and I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more clubs to run. So again, back to what I had to do to build this. I wanted to come up with something that was so awesome that my locals would, number one, pay shipping, and number two, be okay not to combine and save things. So basically what I did was I make exclusive club mail, and I theme it. They get a full size product in it, samples, any type of LTOs. I know I talked about this last week. Any type of LTOs get sampled into their club. And every single month they get a cotton cleanup, a single cotton cleanup, and they know if they want more, it's great to add that to club. That's a $6 PRV booster just right there. What's awesome that I don't have to worry about is LTOs selling out and me not getting my mail out, because number one, it doesn't even matter because club has 30 days to add it. So these people are in club. If they want a full bar or more of it, they can add it to club within 30 days. It's fine. So what I went about was, number one, branded envelopes. I have certain envelopes that I get on sale at Sticker Mule, that they know when they're getting this envelope in the mail that is their Scentsy Club fun mail. That's what I promote, is fun mail from me is why you want to join. So it always has a full size product in it, and samples. Like I said, I theme it different candy. last month, and I can like post pictures of this or whatever, because I obviously don't have any in hand that were completed, but last month I did like a summer theme. I went on Amazon and got like the blow up floats, drink floats. I think Stacey gave me that idea. So I did one of those, which was super, super cheap off Amazon. And again, because I have so many subscribers, I'm able to do this stuff in bulk, typically off Amazon, and that's very inexpensive. So again, I'm being very strategic on money because I'm trying to make money here. I'm trying to cut back on being the UPS driver, that I don't want to spend a whole lot of money because we're here to make money. So when I say a full-size product, I get that full-size product completely free. So on the very first of the month, I always have an order going in. 500 or more is always my goal. Don't always reach it, but that's fine. I start grabbing stuff then. So my host credit goes to Scentsy Club right away. So last month, I can't even think what the hell my product was. So we'll talk about this month instead. This month, I'm doing dryer discs of Cloudberry Dreams. So August 1st, when I put my order in, I started grabbing the 2 packs of dryer discs with my host credit. I'm doing a full-size washer with sample. So again, with my host credit or at a half price, I was able to grab a Laundry Love and get a big washer with tub that I made large samples out of. And then I got the bags off Amazon for that, which came in a big pack that I can use for multiple other things, not just that. And then they're getting a large sample of our laundry liquid. So they're basically getting a laundry from me, a load of laundry from me for free, or a couple loads. Why is because this is getting, number one, a brand new scent in laundry and a lot of other things under their noses, right? Cloudberry Dreams. It's also introducing them to another product that they can then add to their club, whether it's the laundry liquid they love, it's the whole bundle that they love, maybe just the washer whiffs, they can snag it for a half price item if they're spending 60. So that's how I kind of market and think ahead of time of what I'm going to give them every single month. So between that and LTO throughout the month. So far I have 3 wishes that's sampled and ready to give to them. I've picked some type of candy to give to them every single month, just as something fun. What else? Cotton cleanup, because again, $6 added to club, that's $6 higher than you had before for a 24 pack. And let's be serious, those are always sold out. Like, when can you ever just order them? Because they're sold out now. So just add them to their club and it makes it so much easier. But I want to actually take you upstairs and show you my brain behind all of this. I, again, am such a visual person that I literally start from day one to laying all this stuff out, printing cards out. I look at my business and I'm like, okay, what can I do this week to make the end of the month easier? So I start this. So I'm working to print postcards, make postcards, get the product and label the product, make the samples, whatever it is. And by the last week of the month, I'm shipping this stuff out. So again, I'm going to take you upstairs. I have to be quiet for a second because my kids are asleep. Give me 1 second. Okay. So this is, how do I turn this around? Okay, up here. All right, this is my like Scentsy Club corner. Okay, this is what I was talking about, my mailers. I buy these in bulk and they are not very expensive if you get them when they're on promo. I do not buy them full price. It says sent with love, my website, and then just again branded. So on here I have their full-size product, right? They're all made so you can see throughout the month this is what I work on. So again, full-size sample. I have the Harvest collection in here. I have the LTO, again, just a crinkle cut sample, labeled bag, nothing crazy. Okay. Here's my little
note that goes with it. It's loads of fun having you in Scentsy Club. Thank you so much, your Wax Mama JC. And this is their sample that they're getting. Candy for this month, their cotton cleanup for every month. This Katie Farner made. I just put my info on it. It says hot off the press. New brick fragrances are available exclusively to Scentsy Clubbers starting August 1st. You can edit your club and add any of these fragrances. So what am I doing? I'm marketing that they can now add any of these fragrances in a brick to their club. So this is a Scentsy Club perk, and you want to make sure that your people know about it. So this is kind of where I'm at. Again, like I said, visual. Like I want to see what they're getting. The only thing that's missing out of this is number one, the LTO that just launched today. I will be making crinkle cut samples of the Glam collection, and they will be getting a sample of every single one of them. And the Warmer of the Month flyer and that sample as well. So that's the only things that are missing out of here. And once I have everything labeled and ready, I'll start shipping it out. And then this is what I said when I write down my clubs. I have a few to send out in July because I got a few subscribers right at the end of the month. So I'm adding them into this month's mail because last month's mail already went out. Other than that, they typically get July's, but because it was already out. And then so far, who's have ran this month so that I can keep track. Now, I will say that sometimes I am able to drop these off. So if I'm doing deliveries this week, I mean, my mom, I see her every week. I'm not going to ship my mom one. I'm going to just drop it off to her. If somebody else has ordered and I know that they have club mail, I'll save their club mail and not spend, I want to say it's typically like $3 to $4 to ship one of these. Remember though, this is saving me so much time not being the UPS man. So any way that I can save on shipping, if I'm going by their house, I won't go out of my way. But if I am passing their house, I will drop it off to them because that is saving me money. So why wouldn't I? But again, I'm not going to go out of my way because this is making my life easier by building up that club. So I hope that answered everything. Does anybody have any quick questions? I feel like that was like a lot of information on what I do. But I promise you guys, this has been something so huge for my business. It's honestly, I said to a couple of friends over the summer, I feel like I'm doing something wrong because I've cut back so much on my deliveries that I feel like I'm doing something wrong. And it's not wrong at all. It's just investing your time into a tool that Scentsy's giving you and you're utilizing it to the full advantage. There's forms and stuff that I use that I'm sure somebody else may touch on. If not, I can upload forms. There's tons of forms out there. Honestly, I'm a pen and paper type of person. So like I said, I just write down everybody's that run each and every month. So I think somebody asked, how did you introduce the subscription? So one of my favorite ways is especially non-locals to get it in their hands by saying, hey, the brick info, I'm sorry, I just scrolled. The brick info came from Katie Farner. I can upload the blank postcard as well. I think she shared it on one of the pages. I'm not really sure which, but I can upload the blank one. I would target your shipping paying customers first because they're number one, already used to paying shipping. And number two, why not snag their stuff for a discount? Maybe even a half price item at 60. If, you know, that's your only way to grab a half price item without hosting a party is by Scentsy Club. So that's huge for people. Last month was a great month to build your Scentsy Club subscribers. I'm sure Stacy can talk about that. I think she added like 5 or 6 or 7 or something club members last month by utilizing the discontinued list to get people to add those scents to your club or to a new club so that they could get those scents forever. So great months to increase your subscribers are going to be our transition months. That way, if their scent is leaving, they can get it forever. And that's huge. Does anybody else have anything else? If not, I can pass it on to somebody else who's ready to talk. yeah, I'll upload that, Haley, for sure. I see Stacy and Jess Calmeyer. Do any of you guys want to go next?
I thought Marcella was going, no?
Oh, was she? I have no idea. I might have missed all of that. You know, because I was like choppy as shit. Marcella, are you ready next?
No, Kirsty, you can go. I'll go after you.
Okay. Okay, so I do basically the same thing that JC does with Scentsy Club. So I'm not going to talk about that, but I basically took what she taught us at a retreat and implemented it. And now that's what I do too. In my own way, I don't do the same products that she's doing each month. You know, I kind of change it. We live far away, so none of our people are the same people, but regardless, you want to make sure you're doing what works for you. One other thing that I do that's different, I know that everyone's going to kind of talk about different things, but I do scent crates. Some people will tell you that these are brilliant. Some people will tell you don't do that because it's not putting time, like you're putting your time into something that's not necessary. I started them after the Colorado trip. I met some girls at that the Colorado incentive trip that we just went on, and they were telling me how they were getting, you know, anywhere from $900 to $1,500 in PRV a month with scent crates. And I was like, okay, I want to give it a try, because I kind of got burnt out on parties for a second. So I wanted to try something different and still do parties, never stop doing those. But I started doing scent crates. I wanted to keep the price point with something where everybody could afford. So I did $20. They pay tax, so it's $21.45, which is my tax bracket. If they want it shipped to them, it's an additional $8. And then I ship it to them. I buy these boxes right here on Amazon. So they fold, I'll just hold one up real fast. So they're not big. They fit into a priority flat ship envelope, but this is how big they are. These are little flappies. Voila. How I do them is I post a theme. So they're a themed mystery thing. I never had any success with mystery bags ever, but these are working out really well for me. So I post the theme on the first. They don't know what's in it. They just know the theme. They're going to get at least $20 worth Scentsy products in the crate, because that's just what it is, right? You can't use something different. I'll post the link to the boxes on Let's Rise after this is done, or after I'm done talking rather. But so they're $20. They have at least $20 worth of product in it. It's normally more. And then there's some non-Scentsy items in there as well that go along with the theme. So for example, in August, so I post the theme on the 1st, and then they have until the 9th to claim their box and pay. And then the order goes in on the 10th. You don't pay me on the 9th, sorry, I'm not placing your order for you. I'm nope. You got to pay by the 9th. You know, that gives them 9 days to pay. It's I think it's $21.45 after tax with my tax bracket. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by the chat. So this month I did Gone Camping. That was my theme. So I did in the box, I did a Around the Campfire wax bar. I did a Graham Cracker Crunch wax bar. I always do wax in the box, always. And then I did, I think I did a Cozy Cardigan hand soap, because I want to get them to try new products that they may not have used before. So I switch that up every month, but I did the hand soap in Cozy Cardigan this month. And that, let's see. And and then I did a pomegranate prosecco or whatever it's called, scent circle. And that was their box as far as Scentsy products go. And then their extras, I put in there a little like make your own s'mores pack, like with a graham cracker, a thing of chocolate, and a marshmallow tied up real cute. That's what they'll get. I just got the Scentsy products, so then I'll have to package them and get them out. I don't deliver If they don't want it shipped, like they don't want to pay the $8 shipping, then they come and they pick it up off my front porch. Are you including ice packs with your bars and your crates? If I'm mailing them, yes, I'm putting the bars in a little, I just use the little thing that our bars come in. And then I may not put it in, I'll talk with them and be like, hey, I'm not gonna put it in the box. It's just gonna be in the flat rate envelope, but everything will be inside there, but the ice packs won't fit. I have not had to ship one yet. Everybody has been local. But I would include an ice pack. And if you're using that flat rate envelope, it's $8 and it doesn't matter how much it weighs. It's like if it fits, it ships. So that was my box for August. People seem to be really loving them. I started out with 5 subscribers. And then how I'm using this to still get new customers, because like I said, I was trying something different than just doing parties, but you still always have to be expanding your customer base. So I did a referral program. So if they take a picture and share it on their personal social media, tagging me, they get an extra goodie in their next box, which it's whatever I have laying around. I never say what it is, but it's an extra Scentsy item in their box. And then if they, so that's just by tagging me on social media. And then if they bring somebody to me, they get $5 off their next box. Now it's not $5 off forever. It's just off their next one. And then if they bring me somebody else, then they get $5 off of the next one. You do kind of have to keep a paper pin on who sent you who and who posted on social media. That may get tricky when I have 100 people, but for right now, it's working fine. It's not very difficult at all. I just put a little paper in my happy planner and I can log it that way. So that is basically how that works. It's something that's super simple. It's a good price point. I'm not replacing Scentsy Club in any way, shape, or form. I have people that are club subscribers that also have been getting my box. And I think my customers really like that they're not having to commit to get it every single month. Like they can get it when they want to, without risk of losing something or anything like that. So it's just like something extra that's fun. I did a pride box that people loved, and I did little like rainbow bracelets and stuff. It was a lot of fun. So yeah, that is my scent crate that I do. And it has, so far I've been doing it for 4 months and it's been working really well. Oh, how I'm getting it to where I'm not losing money. Let me go ahead and explain that really fast. So I have a party going in the background that it's mine every month. So for July, I had a party that was like $900. I held that party until the 9th, like, or until the 10th when I was putting this in. That's when I get my Scentsy Club goodies with host credit. And then I also use it to get my free shipping for the products for the scent crates. It's also where I'll grab like a 6-pack or something, or use a half off, whatever, to be able to make those boxes that are only $20 worth of Scentsy products. I'm able to put like $26, $27 worth of Scentsy products inside to keep people wanting to keep getting them. So I make sure I have a $500 party going in when I am putting in this scent crate order, so that I'm not eating any of the money. And then the extras that I'm putting in, and when I have to buy boxes, one, that's a tax write-off when you have to buy the boxes and, you know, things like that, or any shipping that you pay. But I am, if I say I have 7 boxes, I am only going to buy the stuff. Like I'm only going to pay for 6 boxes. And then I'm gonna use host credit to get that 7th box of stuff. And I'm gonna take that $21 to buy the goodies for all of the other boxes. I hope that makes sense. Can someone nod at me if that makes sense? Okay, good. So that's how I'm doing it, to where I'm not losing any money on these boxes ever. It's only a profit. So if you have any questions or you want me to go into more detail at a later date, just let me know and I'll do a video or talk with you one-on-one. That's all I have. Marcella, you want to go?
Sure. Hey guys, that was really good, Kirsty and JC. I'm going to shift a little bit from subscriptions. Well, not really shift from subscriptions. I'm going to talk about something a little bit different. Subscriptions are very, very important in our business. Scentsy offers 4 of them. Oh my gosh, hold on, my phone's going dead. Scentsy offers 4 of them. Our website, obviously, Warmer and Scent of the Month, Scentsy Club, and You can also do a scent of the month club, which that's kind of something consultants made up. But also subscriptions, to me, there's other things that we can do with subscriptions, which is the Amy app. And things that I use is like stamps.com, Visibly, there's Project Broadcast, Canva. And I'm saying this because, and I know a lot of us don't talk money, but I'm going to talk it. So for instance, I almost made 20 grand this year from Scentsy, which is not a whole lot because I'm just getting started. There's girls that make way more than that. And when you go to do your taxes and you need tax write-offs, it's really hard to try to come up with $15,000, $16,000 in write-offs. So you have all these subscriptions that you subscribe to, which Amy is a benefit to your business because it helps you do a follow-up system. You can get it free, but you get other amenities for subscribing to it. Stamps.com, you get a free scale, and also it's a tax write-off, and it helps, it does your tracking for you. Visibly is huge, huge, huge because you can onboard your new teamies. You can do several parties at one time. You can get that free also, but you can't onboard teamies and you cannot do more than one party at a time, I think. Over app and Canvas, kind of the same thing. It's all those cutesy little flyers that probably your director teamies make. They're probably making them on one or two of those apps. And yes, you can get that free too, but you can get a lot more pictures and fonts if you subscribe to those. And Project Broadcast, I really haven't got into that. And that's like a mass email. And there's so many more that you can subscribe to. However, those are just kind of a few that I've dabbled in. So yeah, so definitely subscriptions are good for your business, and they are definitely a great tax write-off, especially when you're starting to make money. You have to be able to account for where your money's going, and it's a lot harder than what you think when you start making money. So I hope that helps. That's all I got.
One thing with those subscriptions though, don't think you have to go and get them all right away. Test
Right.
out and see like which ones you like. Like I was paying for Photify and Over, and then I was like, I don't freaking need both of these, you know? So find what works for you, and then remember and write down which ones you're paying for every month. So at the end of the year, you're not like, what did I do again?
Right. And I only do like 4 or 5 a month. So, I mean, at the most, I'm spending $50. And like I said, you don't have to do exactly what we're doing. That just works for me. And I like those 4 subscriptions. I know JC and Stacy and Kirsty and all them use, like, for instance, this Zoom. They pay for Zoom, and Zoom, you can get more than an hour. You can share your screen. So there's so many different subscriptions that you can get into. So yeah, just find out what works for you and do one thing at a time.
There's also a lot of free versions of those as well.
Right.
So you can always try it and see if it works for you. A lot of them will have like a 30-day trial, stuff like that.
You want to go, Donna?
Sure. Okay, so I'm going to talk to you about Warmer of the Month and Scent of the Month. Just put in the chat, how many of you subscribe to either Warmer of the Month or Scent of the Month? And then also, I'm going to tell you some of the benefits of it. As far as like, okay, well, let me just explain it first. So Scent of the Month is a subscription from Scentsy that we can activate in our account. You can either subscribe to scent of the month or warmer of the month, and each month you can change it up. You're not locked into like scent of the month for so long or anything. You can change it each month. Scent of the month is $35, and you get 9 bars, a tester, a room spray, 50 flyers, and 72 scratch and sniff stickers. I always have trouble saying that. So you get all of that. And then what I do with mine is I will take 1 bar, and you have to warm it to be able to give your honest opinion to customers, because they're going to ask, what's it like? So you have to give your honest opinion. You have to warm it, try it yourself. So I will take cubes, 2 or 3 cubes, and I will warm it so that I know what it smells like. If I like it, I'll keep that bar for myself. If I don't like it, I will take the rest of that bar and I will cut it up into samples. The samples, I get little baggies. I think I don't have any sitting right here. I think they're like 2 by 3, and I get them at Walmart. They are $2, I think, for 100. So they're very inexpensive at Walmart. I don't know what they are on Amazon. I think that's where JC gets hers. And then I'll bag them up for samples. And then, so I do that with 1 of the bars or 2 of the bars. I take 3 of the bars, and I have what's called a scent of the month club, where I offer to my customers the exclusive scent of the month. And I'll explain that in a minute. So you get the 9 bars, you get the room spray, the stickers, the flyers, and the tester. If you get the warmer of the month, you get all of that plus the warmer, and that varies in price. I think lately it's been averaging like 75 to 85 to add the warmer. And what I do is, if it's a warmer that I like, I'll get it. If I don't, but I think it's going to be a good seller with my customers. And again, you have to know your customer base. If I think it'll be a good seller, I'll go ahead and get it, knowing that I can get it off my hands. If I don't, I'll downgrade to scent of the month. But always just get scent of the month. It's a tax write-off. You get PRV for it. And trying to think, there's several other benefits to doing that. Just the fact that you can get samples under your customers' noses to get the sales out there. So that's that. I'll kind of go into my scent of the month club a little bit. So my scent of the month club, I offer my customers a bar. They get 1 bar a month for 6 months. And I know there is a compliant, like there's, for what you charge, you can charge what you want. I can't really say you can charge what you want for it. You can, but you can't. You can, but there are compliant rules. So you got to look at those. I think you can charge up to 10% of anything extra above and beyond the product. So for example, if they get 6 bars, 1 bar a month for 6 months, that's a 6-pack. So that's $30. Say you charge, just for example, say you charge $40. So you can charge for shipping. You can charge for I think it's up to 10% for extras. And when I say extras, I mean like what I would say like fluff or fun little goodies. So for example, in mine, I put a bar, the scent of the month bar, a flyer. I always put a cotton cleanup. I put an LTO sample. I put some candy, and I put like a fun little thing. Like I try to theme it or go with the season. In the summertime, I'll do like a packet of the little margarita like mix that you put in water. I think it's non-alcoholic. It's just like the Margaritaville margarita. And then I'll put like a flamingo stir stick or something. Or I'll do like a can koozie, or if it's 4th of July, I'll do like 4th of July beads and, you know, some of the neon bracelets, something like that. So that's what I call extras. So that's what I usually will put in mine. And then my people that I have are local, so I deliver them. So I don't have to pay anything for shipping on those. A lot of times, those are easier to do if you have locals. Sometimes those are harder to ship. That would be the only, I would think, downfall to doing a Scent of the Month club, is if you would have to ship a lot of them. Other than that, trying to think what else. I was looking at the chat here. So it looks like a lot of you do subscribe. Yeah, it looks like a lot of you do subscribe to it. So it is a benefit, like I said, to at least do the Scent of the Month. Other than that, I think that's all I have for that. Yeah, I feel like I had a thought in my head and it's not there. So yeah. Oh, I do run it from I run it by catalog season. So I'll run it for 6 months. I'll do like August to, was it January, February, whatever the catalog runs. That's what I run my Scent of the Month club. So that's all I have. Stacy, you want to go?
Okay, so I have a baby in my arms, so if that may be a little bit of a distraction, I apologize. Teething struggle is real, but I want to kind of like do a little bit of, I don't know what I want to call it, but I think it's very important to say, after everybody shared amazing content, and I think Jessica Kalmeyer still has to go maybe, that if you're someone new, that you need to absorb, but also don't, like, I know for me, speaking on my brain, that if I get so many ideas thrown at me, I get overwhelmed and I don't focus. So I think you need to take what you've learned and literally look at like where you want to start. Like if you've never committed to striving into focusing on Scentsy Club, then that's where I definitely highly recommend starting, because like JC said, anyone else who has subscribed to Scentsy Club, it is where you can literally change your business for a long, like what's the word? Residual, I can't say
Residual.
Thank you. Income. So I definitely would start there if you're feeling like, oh my gosh, so many ideas, I don't know where to start. Literally hyper focus on Scentsy Club. JC said last month, I ended up ending the month with 8 new subscribers. And that took like some work. It didn't happen overnight. It takes consistency. When you focus on something really, really, truly hard for 6 months, it takes a form of habit, but you'll see a big difference in your business if you really focus on something for 6 months. I mean, looking back to last year, I was only not even to 10 subscribers, and now I have 26. And some of those, it took a lot of work, because some of those were used to me being consistent UPS delivery, as JC spoke on. I live out in Indiana, and for me, a lot of my customer base is very widespread, at least 30 minutes to an hour. So once I got to a place of being a mom with my children, that I literally had to figure out what is my delivery schedule going to look like. So that's where I really wanted to focus really hard on Scentsy Club, because it's not fairly new, but when it was new, I really didn't focus in on it too much, because I was just like comfortable. I was comfortable doing with what I was doing, but I knew I had to evolve. My life is evolving. So Scentsy Club really helped with that. So it took branding. It took putting Scentsy Club information in every single order. I don't care if it's your next door neighbor. You need to be putting in Scentsy Club info in every single order. If they ordered last month, last week, every single time. because it takes a certain amount of times for them to recognize, to really be like, okay, clearly I need to see what this is. So consistently putting that in every single order. JC is uploading a document she uses. I personally use one that now has like the new brick info on it. So it's everything combined. And now that we have amazing new staple scents, I really think they're staple scents because I mean, jammy time, squeeze the day. You can really look into people who are consistently ordering those scents and start those Scentsy Club conversations. I spoke a lot about systems last week, and I think every single topic tonight that has been talked about needs to have a system. Whether it's pen and paper, you have to keep track of what you're doing on everything that everybody has said. For me, I spoke a little bit about a few weeks ago about my Scentsy Club subscriber sheets that I use. It's a Chelsea Auto system. And then I also have a potential Scentsy Club subscriber sheet because I need to keep track like who hasn't joined, but I know who would really benefit in joining. Because like I said, it takes those consistent conversations more than once to have in order for them to jump. So having systems like that are essential in definitely building that consistency. So going back into that, like I said, pick something that stuck out to you and don't give up because for me, so Sin in the Month Club runs like every season, right? For 6 months. We have 2 catalog seasons. So every season I ask my customers to figure out what your customers like. If you have people who order with Box a lot in your customer base, then trying out the subscription scent crates would be great because it's kind of like a throw off of that, but at a different affordable price as Kirsty said. You come up with that price, but you know, figure out what your customers want. So I personally do that beginning of every season. I'll take a poll in my VIP group, which I think is a good way to get feedback. You can do that in a Google form, like a Google Doc, sending out, you know, who would like a catalog that hasn't gotten a catalog yet. And you could just do little notes or whatever you want to call them, bullet points of what you're doing this season. If they're interested in a subscription box, what is that? Give them a Cliff Note version of it. Don't give them a paragraph. Just say a custom box, a variety of Scentsy at a discounted price made by me, you know, whatever. But find out what your customers want is really, really good. They love the extra touch. I think that goes without saying in packaging and everything. So doing things like Donna talked about, Percy talked about, the Scent of the Month Club is great because you can add that little extra branding. For club, for me, I use also the Sticker Mule poly mailers. I use the 4x6 and the large ones, the 10x13s, I believe. For a while, I never had like some sort of face or some sort of logo or whatever. So a lot of those came out, I want to say last year. So I kind of dug into that because again, do what successful people do and make it your own. So if you want to try something like that, because people don't just buy Scentsy, they buy it from you. They choose you. So think about like things when you're hearing all these different topics, some of which has branding involved. Think about what do people think about outside of Scentsy when it comes to you? And that can be a simple question too, when it comes to figuring out your brand, because I include my brand in my extras, in my candy, in my cards, my thank you cards that they get for subscriptions, like the extras that I include in Scentsy Club. People know me by Ginger Mama. I'm a Scentsy Ginger Mama. That's like kind of like my logo. So I use that when it comes to branding. I also do the candy thing. People just love to feel good. You know, when you're doing little things like that, the club mail, the thank you mail, the Scent of the Month Club, anytime you can add a little extra touch and be affordable. You know, Halloween's around the corner, so some Halloween candy is great. People love it. You'll change somebody's day. They'll come home from a crappy day, and rather than getting a bill in the mail, they're going to get something fun. But as it was mentioned, do what fits your budget. Don't go broke doing it. Spend money on Scentsy, not family money on Scentsy. Just because it looks shiny and bright on somebody else, it doesn't have to be for you. You can make it your own. And there was one other thing I wanted to say when it comes to, like Donna said too, the warmer of the month, I see a low percentage. I'll just speak on my behalf, like as far as subscription wise. And to me, I think it's a no brainer. Like, if you're not subscribing to Warmer of the Month, you're really doing your business a disservice, especially this fall season. I'll just say that, especially this fall season, because every single warmer is probably going to be themed on the holidays, geared towards the holidays. So even if you don't like it, if that house, that little haunted house doesn't scream at you, if you're not into that spooky, creepy stuff, guess what? Somebody will probably buy that off of you. If you don't, you're letting go of those incentive points, PRV, payback. You're winning in the long run when it comes to that. So definitely know, as far as the business perks of everything that has been talked about. I feel like I don't want to repeat too much, but I can't say it enough. I'm so happy Marcella said that about everything that's like to be used to be successful when it comes to subscription. Running the amount of parties that I'm now doing, like this month, I'm up to 8. I'm not stopping. I'm still having booking conversations because we have a damn trip to earn. But I couldn't do this without Visily. So Visily is like definitely a game changer. Couldn't recommend it enough. If you're struggling in like the posting games, as far as like, I literally felt like I was playing a game like every night before bed. Like, okay, let me post in this, let me post in that. It was insane. So to be duplicatable, Visily, definitely. And there's tons of training on how to use it on YouTube. So Visily, can't recommend it enough. I use the free version of Over. I know there's a pro. Just saying what I personally use for onboarding new teamies. I use Project Broadcast. I am, however, going to see if I can take what I use and put it towards Visily, because I'm already using Visily for parties, so I might as well just like keep it in the same chain there. Outside of that, I only otherly invest in stamps.com because I ship a lot from home. Like I said, I live in Indiana and I ship a lot. And for instance, this month alone, 90% of my orders has been online. So, but my customers know I still spoil the mess out of them and everything that I send in the mail. So when it comes to that, I could beat Club like a dead horse as well, but me and JC's brain sync quite scarily often. We're actually doing the exact same thing this month, and we didn't even know it until we talked about it. So that was creepy. But when you cater to your customers, and this is the last thing I'll say, when you cater to your customers, when you let them know that they are not a number, that they are not just a sale. If you see somebody like that is struggling and you just want to put a little something extra in their order, do things like that. Those extra touches, I can't say it enough, like how much it can be a big game changer in your business, just letting people know that you truly care about them. So everything tonight is a little extra, a little sprinkle on top that you can take and make it your own. And add a little bit of you is what is truly important when it comes to subscriptions. And don't think you have to be the best thing in the world as far as marketing, like these pretty little flyers that people create. I am not that crafty and I am not that tech savvy, but take what people do, but then like make it your own, like edit whatever it looks like to make it you. And that's the best part about the Scentsy community. Sharing is caring. So if you're using things that are successful for you, share it. And then, I think that's all I have as far as subscriptions go. But Scentsy Club is really, I literally love it. And like JC said, That's the first thing I talk about. If someone is ordering a lot, they're ordering at least $30. If they order a whiff box, they need to be a Scentsy Club subscriber. So don't be afraid to talk about it. When you have yours come in, definitely share it, because people need to see why they need to subscribe. So if you're not subscribed, why should they? So if you're not subscribed yet, do it. Take your favorite products, combine them, and put them in a club. That could be your investment. And if you're really hyper focusing on Scentsy Club for the next 6 months, however, see what it does for your business. But it starts with you. So that's all I have.
All right, guys, I think I'm the last one to go. I know it's already 10 p.m., so I'm going to make this short. I want to talk to you about a subscription that I haven't heard anybody mention yet, and that is our $10 a month PWS subscription. PWS just stands for personal website, I think. Anyway, and it's $10 a month, and I know all of you probably already have it, because if you're on this phone call, Zoom, you're probably invested in your business and at least mildly serious, and you probably have a PWS. But I would like to share this with you because there might be some people on your team that don't think it's important. There might be some people on your team or people that you meet in the future that are like, I don't really want to spend the $10 a month. I don't really need a website. Like, I'm good. I want to give you a couple of reasons. You don't have to jot them down. You can if you want. Just a few reasons why I think the PWS is extremely important. And believe it or not, I've had to walk through some of these things with my own team members at different points in their businesses. Number one, like everybody else said, it's a tax write-off, okay? When you get to the end of the year and you're putting in your taxes and it pops up that you owe $50 or something, you're going to be kind of mad. You're going to freak out. So you're going to want tax write-offs so that that doesn't happen to you and you don't owe anything. You want to keep track of every single expense you have in this business and write it down. So $10 a month times 12 months is $120 you can write off your taxes. Number two, flash sales. You know how sometimes Scentsy will randomly put up flash sales on the website? You cannot have access to these flash sales unless you have a personal website subscription. So that $10 a month subscription might just get you a $500 party in a flash sale order. You never know when they're going to pop a flash sale up, and you need to have a personal website ready. So make sure you're telling your new people that when they're not sure that they want to keep it after their 3-month trial of the free one. Number three, the Consultant Locator. This is a crazy story, but it's true. Did you know that there are accounts on eBay, and I think even accounts on Amazon, where there are people selling Scentsy products, right? We know we're not supposed to do that, but people do it anyway. So I had an order come through on my PWS that was from a random person I'd never heard of. And so I messaged them and I was like, hey, thank you so much for your order. Like, I usually do that to break the ice. And they were like, I'm sorry, like, who are you? Like, I didn't order from your website. And I was like, yeah, you did. Are you sure? And they were like, well, actually, I was on eBay and I ordered on there. Are you on eBay? And I was like, nope, I'm not on eBay. So what happened was they went to this person's account that must not be a consultant anymore. And they must have had like some sort of link on there with a product that this person wanted and found in a search bar. They completed their order, and the Scentsy PWS Consultant Locator redirected that order to me. This is someone I don't know. This is someone I've never met. And they redirected her to me because I was in the zip code area of the person that placed this order. Similar things will happen if someone goes to Scentsy.com and they don't know any consultants and they just go to Scentsy.com. If you pop up in this Consultant Locator and you're close by to that random order, it could get redirected right to you, free order. And if you don't have a personal website, that's not happening for you. You won't even be in the running. You won't even have a chance at getting it. So make sure you tell your new people that if they are a lead consultant or above, and you got paid at your title the previous month, you will be able to be eligible to pop up in that locator and possibly bring in some random orders. I'm telling you, happens to me all the time. I would say every other month at a minimum, sometimes more. Number 4, you want a personal website because sometimes people don't want to talk to you. They don't want to message you. They don't want to text you. They just want to go to a website and place an order. They don't want to talk to you at all. It's kind of like when you go into like a shoe store, or like, you're just like, no, I don't need any help. Like, I just want to like get what I need and get out. It's kind of like that. Some people are not going to want to talk to you and chit chat. So if you have a personal website that they can click on, you might just get their order and meet their need of not talking to you, because believe it or not, it's really common. Especially with the younger generation, I'm finding they're not trying to talk to you. So have a website. Number 5, parties. Obviously, this is kind of a given, you guys. If you don't have a website, you're not going to be able to make, maybe this is not true, but I'm going to say it anyway. You might not be able to make a shopping link to send out to that hostess's people. And how are they going to place orders? Like, they're going to have to tell the person in person, and then you're going to have to type it in the workstation on your own. It's just, I mean, you can do it, but it's like extra work. It's just really professional, and really, it's really easy for the hostess if you provide them with a shopping link that their friends can shop with on your website right away, and they don't have to wait. So think about that. You want to meet them and meet their needs. Another thing, it's kind of the same as flash sales, limited time offers. They kind of spring up on us like randomly. We used to not even get a weekend's notice. Sometimes it would be like, I remember when Stitch came out, it was like less than a day notice just came up on the website, and we're like, okay, we need a website. We need to share our website so people can shop the Stitch buddy that we didn't have time to get pre-orders for, things like that. Finally, guys, last reason, it's just a need, just period. Like, it's just a basic minimum need. Like, there's not a lot of subscriptions that you absolutely need, but I feel like this is one of them. Is it possible to do Scentsy without one? Sure, it is possible, but I don't recommend it. And you should never recommend it to your people either. And just try and encourage them that $10 a month can bring them in tenfold. That money, it will bring them in tenfold. Just encourage everyone you meet and all of your new team members to get the personal website and have their new people get it as well. Yes, Karen, it is a tax write-off. Haley, I don't know. I'll have to look into that for you. I was just gonna ask how you go shopping. Doesn't appear I knows anything. I think it is possible, but I'll have to check. It depends on the date you have for the end of the party. And yeah, Aaron, it's happened to you too. So I'm not the only one. Cool. All right. Should I pass this back off to whoever's closing out for the night? I don't remember. I was late. I'm so sorry. I don't know who talked first.
Thanks, Jess.
No problem.
Yeah, I don't really have any. You guys did a great job tonight. Does anybody have any other questions that we can answer for you?
I did want to say one more thing. I know we talked on the free side of different things. I think this is something that's really underutilized, and it kind of came to my brain when we were talking about all the different subscriptions you can pay for or the ones that are free. You know, not everybody has a freaking Johanna Gaines home. Like, I'm not an interior decorator by no means. I know tons of pictures are floating around everywhere where people are sharing that are great at decorating. And I know that you guys can name probably, 10 off the bat right now. Did y'all know that you can literally type in Facebook succulent Scentsy warmer, and you hit photos, and there's gonna be like a shit ton of pictures that pop up that you can save and promote like it was your own photo, but it is not a stock image. Like I feel like that's something that's very underutilized. And sometimes you have to fake it till you make it. And sometimes, you know, you can post what other people post as far as the captions and stuff and make it look like it may be in your bathroom. That's not really in your bathroom. Or, I mean, and Instagram is the same exact way. Yes, Jess, like, I mean, you can search anything and save anything. Like stock images are just not the way to go anymore. Like people want real life images, and those images do way better in parties, way better sending it to customers. I know I was promoting over the weekend a personal special that I was doing with the Shining Light Warmer. I mean, I probably sold close to 10 of those with doing it as a personal special. And I had a couple people reply to me like, oh, what warmer is that again? Once I got that response, I was literally just sent them a picture from somebody else that they used to market that picture. And I kid you not, every single person was like, I need that warmer. Like, I need that warmer. Like pictures do things justice. And I feel like that's such a free outlet that you just have to, I mean, Pinterest is probably the same way. Like utilize what you got that's free that can benefit your business full circle. So I just wanted to touch on that because I felt like that was just like huge.
Thanks, Jace. Yeah, does anybody else have any other questions? Oh. All right, well, I'm gonna let y'all go. Hold on, let me see. Next week's topic is utilizing LTOs, and JC's going to lead that. So I can't wait to see y'all back here next Monday, and I will get this video posted to YouTube as soon as I can. Thanks, guys. Have a great night.
Bye.
Bye, guys.